Hey, what's going on, family? This is Brandon with Taylor's Fire and Smoke Cooking. Welcome back into the kitchen. Today we're going to be doing ribs. I'm going to be making ribs just on a regular charcoal grill. I've smoked meat for a very long time, and be quite frank, I kind of got tired of smoke flavor. I've had it so much, almost like smoke fatigue, but I do still like a charcoal grill flavor or a grill flavor. So that's what we're going to do to these ribs today. Just going to keep it really simple: salt, pepper, and garlic. Right over the charcoal, cook these things until they're tender and done, and we're gonna eat good. So let's get into it. I'll let you see what we got going on. All right, guys, so these are some, pre-cut spare ribs. Here are the tips right here. So they're really small, they're really thin, and it shouldn't cook them a really long time or take them a really long time to cook. So it should be super simple. Here's the seasoning mix I have. I just put together my own little rub for these ribs. This is the Tabitha Brown garlic seasoning. No salt added at all. So I have 2 tablespoons of the garlic seasoning, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, and a half of a tablespoon of salt. Really trying to watch the sodium intake as well. And then we're just gonna use some mustard as a binder. Again, not much to it at all. Just gonna season them up nice and liberally. I'm just looking to have a nice flavored rib. Nothing overly salty, nothing overly smoky. Just a nice flavor. And again, really simple. It's gonna be 98 degrees out there today, so I'm gonna get out there early, get these bad boys done. That way we can have dinner ready for this afternoon or for this evening. All right. Let's go ahead and start seasoning them down. Again, we're going to season them fairly liberally. Again, this is a no sodium garlic based seasoning, so we don't have to worry about the sodium intake. I love a good salt, pepper, garlic rib. Now, if you wanted to have a little more color or even smokiness to your rib, you could add in some smoked paprika to this. All right, and then let's flip the bad boys over and kind of do the same. And once I get them all seasoned up, I'm just gonna let them sit here on this countertop until I get my grill up to temp. So it may be about 15 or 20 minutes to get those charcoal nice and heated up. Then we'll be ready to put them on. See you guys back here in just a moment. All right, so we got the coals nice and heated up. I'm just using a char griller, a barrel style grill. I'm going to let it cook for a little bit, about 15 or 20 minutes, so I can get these grates good and cleaned off. Then we're going to go ahead and put our meat down. All right, so we've got our meat on. Again, this is direct cooking. We're not, you do have to worry about having hot spots and things when you're doing charcoal grilling. However, everything should cook up nice and even, and we're just going to check on it in about 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to see how we're looking. All right, guys, so we've had our meat actually on this grill now for about 30 minutes, and we're just going to go ahead and start flipping some stuff over. These are the tips here. They're looking pretty good. They got some nice color. Smelling really good. You can see this one here. That little spot there was not as hot as the rest of the grill, so we're just going to go ahead and move these over to to a spot that's a lot hotter. Flipping everything over, and we're going to go ahead and flip those ribs as well. I like to start on the bone side and let them go. You ain't got to worry really about the bones burning. That's my philosophy, so you just go ahead and let them go. And then when you flip them over, you can see how they got a nice color and they're looking really good. That particular side was a smidge hotter than the other, so we're just going to rotate them around and continue to let them go. I will be flipping these ribs over. Direct grilling, you do need to flip your ribs. All right, guys, so it's been about another 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes. So I did come out. I have flipped my ribs over and moved them a little bit. You can see how good they're looking, and the bones are starting to pull away. The meat's starting to pull away from the bones a little bit already. When you're cooking direct grilling like this, the grill's anywhere from 350 degrees to 375 depending. So it's a fast cook, it's a quick cook, So you have to be mindful of that when you're doing that. You can't necessarily set it and forget it. So you need to come back out and make sure that you're not burning your ribs, or that you're not in a hot spot to where one side may be burning. But these are looking great. We're just going to continue to let them go until they're done. So what I've done now, the rib tips were at a point to where they were looking the way I wanted them to. But in order to get them tender, I did wrap them up in foil. I'm just going to continue to let them cook. I just sprayed a little bit of water in the foil packet to help them steam. No other liquid, no other nothing. And these ribs we're just going straight. We're not going to wrap them until they're done. All right, you can see that floppification going on those ribs. Just about 2 hours in, and they're done. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to pull them off the grill, wrap them up in foil, and allow them to rest. All right, guys, so we're back in the house. Total cook time was just over 2 hours, so it doesn't take real long when you're grilling ribs. And these were a smaller rack, smaller couple of racks. Then we have our tips here. What we did with the tips, like I said, we just, after we got them to the color we wanted and looking good, we just put them in foil, spritzed them with a little bit of water. That's what I spritzed with today, and just put them back on the grill to get them tender. You can see how good they're looking. I'm gonna cut one of these bad boys just so you can get a look at the inside and see how juicy it is. But just take a look at that. Nice and juicy. Yes, sir. Look at that. Get a bite. Father, in the name of Jesus, thank you for this food. Tender as a mother's love. Wow. So those are the tips. And then let's crack these ribs open real quick. Now the ribs, we didn't wrap it all until they were done, just to let them rest a little bit. Some grilled ribs, look at that, ready to crack and being right in half. Again, see that? Nice and juicy rib. Super good. Let me get a bite of this. I'm gonna let you see me bite this one so you don't think I'm lying or tugging on it real hard. Just a second. All right. So here's that rib. Same one I just cut. Just comes right off. Just comes right off. Look, look, look. Now, typically, you know I'm not going to eat like that. However, I just want to let you know that it doesn't take 5 and 6 hours to cook a good rib. You can get a rib done the old-fashioned way, the way you used to grow when you grew up and your grandpa or your father was in the backyard barbecuing, and we loved it. I still love it to this day. Just a good old-fashioned grilled or barbecue rib right over charcoal. Ain't gonna miss. Seasoning is on point. Taste that pork. This is the way to do it, guys. 2.5 hours and you back in the house and you ready to eat. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, please. Run these videos up, guys. I'm back. I'm ready to get these videos going. I'll have a video coming out shortly that's kind of letting you know where I've been and what's been going on in my life. However, we back. Appreciate you all. Till the next time, God bless.